Yes, so you're here, back with another Tech Tuesday. I know. I've got some good stuff to show you guys today. So I was talking to my friends over at Fnatic, and Fnatic are one of my favourite esports teams. There's two really good esports teams based in the UK, Fnatic and Team Dignitas. I've got a lot of time for both of them. Anyway, Fnatic said they're launching some gear. They've got some stuff coming out they wanted me to take a look at. So here it is. I've got the mouse. This one is the Fnatic Clutch. So they've got two different mice. The one I'm looking at is the Clutch 2. They've got the Fnatic Mini. So this is the Mini Streak. They've got the Streak and the Mini Streak. And then I've also got their mouse mats, the Focus Squared, Focus 2 as well. I'll probably give this away as I do with all my mouse mats. But main things I want to talk about are the mice and the keyboard. And I've tried them out. I'm enjoying them so far. Pretty good. So they're obviously targeted at esports or serious gamers. These are not your amateur newbie peripherals. These are hardcore. So first of all, I think the keyboard is my favourite thing. This is the one I have is cherry red silent switches. So it's a mechanical keyboard, but it's the cool thing about this is that it's half the size. Well, not half the size. It's probably 2/3 the size of a normal keyboard. So it's one of those keyboards without the numpad section on it. There is no attachment. It doesn't come with it at all. It's just totally separate. I quite like this. It's very, very small form factor. Now the keyboard itself is quite heavy. It's got a nice metallic finish to it. Comes with a wrist rest, which is always handy. And the keys are very, like, it's not silent obviously, but they are very quiet. There's a soft touch to them, and the kickback is nice. I like the cherry red. Now, you will probably be able to tell under this lighting that it is RGB, and you can customize that if you want to. I've got it on the rainbow effect. And at the back here, a nice little touch, which I'll show you in a minute, is that you can have your own custom name tags on there. So I can take that off. It's magnetic. I can have something else on there, bang it on, and there you go. So if you're at a LAN party or something like that, it's quite cool. Nice little effect. So we have all the normal buttons, apart from the side, of course. Then we've got audio, we've got microphone, and we've got the Fnatic button as well. Now I'll show you the Fnatic software in a moment. What I also love is the spacing. So beneath the keys there's a lot of space to let the light shine through, but also the keys are spaced out quite a bit as well, which takes some getting used to because they're not as close together as they are with other keyboards. So the mouse is very different to the keyboard. So this is very, very light. I tend to prefer a heavier mouse, but this is a nice mouse. So it's only got two buttons on the side, your mouse 4 and 5. It's got your wheel plus mouse 3, of course, and what is standard these days, your DPI button in the middle there, so you can change your speed on the fly. Rubber soles for easy gliding along the mouse mats. The clutch has like a rubber grip on the side as well. It's quite a versatile mouse. So again, you can change the RGB on this. You can change it to, I've got a rainbow mode, but you can customize it if you want to. Everything they're developing is very customizable. I like that. Everything's very RGB right now anyway. So it's customizable. You change the DPI for the, you've got 3 presets, I think, on the button. It is, of course, an optical sensor, not a laser sensor, if that makes a difference to you. And of course, it's centered around low latency and large glidey skates. So it's nice and light for that reason, if you're AWPing, that kind of thing. Built like a tank, they say, almost rage-proof because we hate losing. I like it. Nice touch. So let me show you the software that comes with this. So here's the app. Obviously, it's in early access. It's not the prettiest app yet. It's quite basic, but there's a lot you can do in it. So these are this is the mouse and keyboard I don't have. These are the ones I do, so I can go in there and customize them. Here you can see that's my mouse right there. I've changed the CPI for the X and the Y values there. I quite like this feature, lift off distance, as in how far off the mat you lift the mouse before anything happens. As you can see, all the usual settings you tend to see on a mouse, but then we've got the lighting options as well. So I've got it on rainbow, as you saw. I can randomize it, or I can set a nice gradient if I want. How many colors would I like? Oops. Oh dear. Oh, here we go. Yeah, as you can see, pretty damn customizable. I can get a whole gradient going on here. Liking this. Alright, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to stick with rainbow. But then if we switch over to key bindings, you can see you've got essentially 6 buttons, but that tends to be the... yeah, there you go. Oh, you can actually set a macro to it. Oh, interesting. Because that tends to be the DPI button. But then you've got 4 and 5 and 1, 2, 3. Let me check the macro. I haven't actually checked. Oh, okay. Cool, so I could do a full keyboard macro on the mouse. Okay, that's fascinating. Let's go to the keyboard. And once again, I can customize the colors should I want to, the direction I want them to flow in. Love all that kind of stuff. Speed it up a bit. Whoa. And this changes in real time. As I do it, it's changing on my keyboard. I don't need to actually press save. Competition mode. Here we go. So I'm probably going to want to do like a deep red for this. And this is when I press that button on my keyboard. This is what will come up. And it would take away all the rainbow RGB stuff and set it ready to compete. So I could have it just WASDA if I wanted to. Or just highlight the keys, whatever keys I'm using to play whatever game I'm playing at the time. So then key bindings, as you saw a moment ago, we've got proper macroing going on. I can set it to launch something if I want to, remap it. But if we have a go at the macroing, I'm going to set O. I can press record, do a load of stuff, stop it, and then it should. Oh, I did type hello world. Doesn't quite. Oh yeah, it does. Right, by the timings. So yeah, it will record everything you've done, save it, and there you go. We've got a macro ready. If you want to use it in Fortnite, for example, for some quick building, you could do. The possibilities there are endless. Not only does it record what you press, but it records the speed at which you press them as well, which is very, very handy. There you have it. That is the software. So what do you want to know? What do I think of this gear? I'm very much impressed by this. The mouse won't replace my everyday mouse because, as I say, I prefer a heavier mouse, a heavier glide. But this keyboard, I'm going to keep using this for a while yet. I think the Mini Streak definitely has a place on my desk. It's sturdy. I love the force feedback, the tactile feedback of the mechanical cherry red MX switches, and I love the RGB factor of it as well, so you can customize that and change that to whatever you want it to be. So yeah, they've clearly aimed these around pro gamers. They are going to sell well. I honestly think this is a nice bit of kit. So if you're looking to get someone a present, something like that, good shout for that. They actually show off some of their stats on the boxes here. 7 years world #1 at Counter-Strike, 3 major winners in Counter-Strike, 5 LCS champions in League of Legends. And these are clearly influenced by and created for pro gamers, as that's what Fnatic are. So if you want to be using the same kind of gear as they are, you want to get your practice in, hope to become as good as a team like Fnatic, then this is probably a good shout for you. Alright, give it a go. Let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments. I've been Calvin. Thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one. Cheers! And no, I don't know what that would be.